love, let's jump right into the podcast today. And I'm so glad to have you here as I am building my resurgence and coming out of the cocoon, the chorus cocoon that I've put myself in. And
Yeah, I mean, how are you enjoying the podcast?
well,
As your podcast producer.
as my
Uh,
podcast producer, I've been, and I feel like this is something I've spoken to you about, and I look forward to speaking to others about and future guests of mine. But I have been dealing with just some issues of limited beliefs and things and thinking, oh, well, why should I make a podcast? What do I have to say? What's going to be entertaining? And then I sort of have to take a step back and realize and remember that I listen to so many casual podcasts, whether they're comedy or friends speaking to each other. I think that I have I float the spectrum between serious and wanting to talk about women's empowerments and global issues and real fucking shit that I'm dealing with, and also being a comedic clown and how to hone that in and deliver that in one podcast. I'm never certain if it can be one podcast or I need to have multiple podcasts, or if you can seamlessly navigate all these things in one individual podcast. Can I go from serious to funny? And so I've been working on myself. I have not done a podcast at all in a month. We started quarantine over a month ago. I did one podcast, and then I sort of floundered for a while and sat in my insecurities, bathing in insecurities, and I've come out on the other end. And I actually just did a meditation prior to this podcast, and it was fantastic. Might I tell you about it? I'm currently rolling between 3 meditation apps. Actually, I got the Sam Harris app per instruction from Nikki Glazer, my main bitch.
mhm.
She has sort of subscribed to this guy for a while. She let her listeners know weeks and weeks ago that if you can't afford it right now, which we are out of work and have been for over a month because of COVID-19, so we don't really have additional money to spend on things outside our normal monthly expenses, of course. So for me, it was like, I'm not going to be able to afford $15 for a meditation program. However, she told us that you could simply email them, and if you don't have the funds, they will give you a subscription. So I've been
So wait, you just say I don't have money and you can just get it for free?
basically just email support at wakingup.com.
Oh, so there's not like a button you click that just says give it to me for free. You got to like reach out to them.
Yep, you just have to simply email them, but it does say like on their app, if you do not have the funds, please email us at such and such. We want to give you the ability to meditate, and we don't want that to be the reason why you can't be reaching
That's
your.
awesome.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's like they gave me a 1-year subscription. Fucking fantastic.
No
So
way.
yeah, really, really remarkable people. So I'm only maybe 7 to 10 days into that one, which I have been enjoying, but haven't dabbled enough to give a full report on yet. I also really, really, really want to subscribe to Shine, which is sort of more of a feminine, female empowerment sort of
Nice.
meditation app, and I'm very inspired by the small amount that it will allow you to do for free on there. However, that is of course the one drawback is once you're done with the free stuff, I think they
There's
put
not
out.
that much. There's not much
No,
free stuff.
and I want to say they might even put out new free stuff once a week, but there's only like 3 short meditations. And then they've got like a plethora of seemingly amazing content, because everything I listen to that is free that I have had the option of listening to has been amazing and expansive and inspiring. So that is one that I really do consider spending my money on when I have a bit more. However, my tried and true, as you and I have both used for several years now since we first saw them on Shark Tank, Simple Habit, I just did a meditation and it was in the on the go, so in the free little wheel thing there. And it was, I clicked public speaking because I thought, oh, I'm going to do a podcast, so maybe that's somewhat relevant. And I put public speaking, and then it said, I don't know if it was before a big event or just public speaking, maybe before an event. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they
Something.
do. Yeah, they have one on Simple Habit before an event. I
Exactly. So,
like how those are specific.
oh,
I
they're
use Simple Habit.
they're amazing. I remember one time I had to have a difficult conversation with somebody regarding work and like a new job opportunity that I had to let them down for. And I was nervous to have the conversation. And I thought, oh God, we're about to have this conversation in 10 minutes. What can I do to prepare myself? And I had gone on at that point, and there was a meditation specifically for before a difficult conversation. It's like, oh,
Wow.
well, Jesus, thank you. And this one was extraordinary because it was, like I said, um, public speaking for an event or something was the title. Clicked on that. I sat down to breathe, and she basically got you, in your body and breathing and thinking about things and whatever. And she came to saying, she's like, okay, now imagine you've just won an Oscar. They've called your name to come to the stage. And I was just like, all my glory. So if you don't think I'm pumped and ready and feeling the vibes, because I got news for you. How is one to be discovered, to become an actor, to receive an Oscar, if she is not putting herself out there in the world to be discovered?
Exactly. Well, I just want to. So with the meditation app, were they trying to actually say that to make you nervous and then calm you down? Because that would be a big event.
Well, I think it was more to realize the feelings that come up in your body in such an instant. Is it excitement? Is it nerves?
So you felt that when you get, is it the same feeling that like when you get called on in school? Well, you're a bit of a schoolie, but when I got called in, there was this immediate sense of like, oh,
now you're on show, you're on stage, everyone's expecting something.
Or even when somebody calls your name, and even in like attendance at the beginning of class in school, like there's that full body like fight or flight mode, basically. It's terrifying.
Well, she did, and she talked about in the meditation, and I think this was part of it.
Dizzy money.